Hi, Snorre. Lovely to see you.
Hey, Sarah. Likewise. Happy to be here.
And welcome to everyone who's here to join in or listen in to when I meet and talk to Snorre Elvin, who will join us very, very soon here in Gothenburg at the Gothenburg Dance and Theatre Festival with the performance Mermaids and the Hypersea. You will actually guest and be with us in less than a week, in less than a week. We're very excited to finally have you here with this work, Mermaids of the Hypersea. And we were meant to present it already in August 2020, but for reasons we both of us know and all of us know, we had to postpone it. And the work has even changed a little bit. It's grown and expanded. And you will come here with world premiere of this new version of Mermaids of the Hypersea. Please tell me a little bit about this work that we're going to see here.
Yeah, so Mermaids of the Hypersea is a new manifestation, I would say, of a research that I've been dealing with for like 3 years or so, which is a concept of how to empower oneself through being a body of water, or like through getting in contact with the body of water we are. So the whole idea very much came together with thinking, how can I, or how can the people that I work with, through different practices of dancing and singing, getting in contact with our body liquids, become mermaids of our own water, of our shared waters. So this Hypersea, it's a concept by Diana McMenamin and Mark McMenamin, which is the sea, the collective sea that all living beings share. So this water that constantly like flows in and out of our bodies, passes through me, becomes you, and by that like connects all living beings, and thinking that as one sea. Yeah, so how can we become mermaids of that sea rather than the mermaids as we know them from myths or fairy tales that lives in the sea out there? So empowering oneself, finding into this divine creature, borrowing a bit from drag, borrowing a bit from somatic dance practices, and putting it all together into this performance. Yeah, so originally it was a solo piece, Mermaid of the Hypersea, that I performed some years ago. It was not necessarily thought as a solo piece to begin with. It was more like the practice of becoming a mermaid of the Hypersea, and then it turned out as a solo in that manifestation of the practice. And then when I got the invitation from you and it was postponed, I really felt the urge of working together with more people. I felt the urge of getting out of solo work. So it was a big need for me to work with people. So yeah, now I invited my dear friend Peter, who's also a dancer and performer, in to be on stage with me. And he's also been a part of the process a long time ago. Like from the very beginning, he was there at a residency in Odense in Denmark. So we had some time together already developing the small early stages of the work some years ago. So it feels really good to invite him back in to the work.
So will we actually meet mermaids in the piece?
I somehow see the piece as like a line of rituals happening one after the other that all kind of has a transformative character of becoming a mermaid in whatever kind of way you understand mermaid, which somehow try to avoid a bit more like what conventional mermaid representation looks like, or like having a fishtail and all of this, because this is somehow how to be a mermaid on land, and how more to maybe canalize or like get in touch with the mermaid figure to to empower oneself rather than representing it. So working on another level somehow of what a mermaid could be. What is a mermaid on land? What is a mermaid with legs?
Sounds very imaginative, and also like as if the audience are somehow invited to be a part, even if it's in the imagination, to also be part of that transformation. Because it's not the interactive work as such, is it?
No, it isn't. It's like the audience is there witnessing what we're doing on stage. There is, we do brew some tea on stage, and it has been kind of a question the whole time. Are we going to serve this tea to the audience or not? But for many different reasons, we are not doing it. One of them is quite clear if you come and see the show, why we don't serve it to the audience. But yeah, we stay in our kind of little pool, and the audience will witness that from the outside.
Wow. And you're rehearsing right now in Copenhagen, where you're based. Is that right?
Exactly. We're like slowly starting up rehearsals. Everything is like very much trying to combine everyone's schedules now that it's growing. Peter is teaching on the countryside these days, so there's going to be a lot of traveling back and forth. I've invited my sister as well to join the project as a sound designer, sound artist. So yeah, we are slowly starting up with some special microphones that can get the sound out from pouring the water, or underwater microphones that will take all of the sounds that are actually happening in the space and enhance them and like transform them into other sounds. So like it's very much slowly getting back together. All of this work has kind of been fermenting and brewing for years, and there's also been a lid on a lot of this process for a very long time. So I'm also like slowly opening up each jar of material and like seeing like how is this fermentation going, and how is it going to be when I pour it onto some new glasses and I put it in a new light and stage it in new ways. So, and making new compositions for the material that already exists.
Well, we're really excited to have you here, and we're going to show this work in a beautiful and quite intimate space called Skogen here in Gothenburg, where the audience will also be invited to stay on afterwards and have something to eat together to talk about the experience. So I think it will be a very welcoming and beautiful way to open this work to the world and to our audiences here in Gothenburg. Yeah, I think with that said, we can't wait to have you here, and best of luck with the rest of the rehearsal time, and see you very soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm looking very much forward.